10, 12 years, a lot.
It seems the more you focus on this ancient archaeology and the more you tap into it, you actually start opening up to other levels of consciousness and other dimensions as well, and it all ties together. And it turns out not to be just a physical journey, looking for artifacts, but it actually turns out to be more of a spiritual journey in the end.
I could tell you a lot of stories happened because before the exhibition in Vienna, as I told you at the beginning, I was very skeptical, and I said, leave me alone with all this stuff with New Age and esoteric and everything. And I had experiences in the last, let's say, 10, 12 years. I have no answer, so I don't wonder anymore, so I just say there are things between heaven and earth we cannot explain.
Yeah, I always tell people I have it all figured out finally. I figured out the whole program, and it all fits perfectly into the great mystery.
Yeah. It is a great mystery, James.
Yeah, I just leave it at that. I just said, I don't try to figure it all out anymore. I just experience it, observe it, and find it interesting, and don't get real attached to it because right around the corner something else is going to happen.
Yeah, and when people ask me, how do you find all those artifacts, I just smile and say, sometimes they find me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I always said. It's like we're guided when we're on track, and there seems to be some kind of a guiding force, whatever it is, that just keeps taking us to the next step and to get this information out. And obviously, some higher beings or forces want this information out, and they want the truth out, and they want us to see that there's much more to our story, than just being formed out of a piece of clay and taking a bite out of an apple and living in original sin,
Oh, there is a lot more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other stories that you might want to bring forward, or any other artifacts you found that you feel are real compelling?
A very interesting one, for example, we found a whole collection in Ecuador, in La Maná, that's a small village in the center of Ecuador. And I got this information. A friend of mine visited me, and he told me that his brother is triple doctor, Austrian doctor, and he is now perfect shaman, South American shaman in Ecuador. And he showed me some photos, and I saw one big piece of stone with some ink carvings. And I asked him if he can introduce me through his brother this stone. And he said, yes, I know there's a man living, and he has a lot of those strange artifacts. So when I came there, I saw around 300 real amazing pieces. And the most amazing one is the so-called pyramid with the eye. You have it on your $1 note. It's exactly the same with the eye, shining eye, and with 13 steps. And the eye is an inlay in gray. And when the owner was putting black light, ultraviolet light on it, the eye was really strong, shining. Mm-hmm. And on the bottom of this pyramid, you have in inlay the Orion constellation, and in the same unknown writing, which I told you before, we found all over the world, the translation by Professor Schildmann, he passed away a few years ago. He translated this unknown writing as the Son of the Creator comes, the pyramid with the eye. And that means it's now connected so much to Illuminatis and Freemasons and everything. But I think this pyramid with the eye has a much, much older history and history. I think so personally.
I agree. I think they just borrowed it, to give them some sort of power.
There are so many symbols. They are so old, like the labyrinth, like the spiral, and many other symbols. There was Colonel Churchward did a very good research on the so-called the sunken continent Mu, and he got friend also with William Niven in Mexico. And this William Niven, he made excavations in the valley of Mexico, and he found over 2,000 plates with the same symbols like Churchward found in India, talking about a huge sunken continent.
Yeah, definitely. It's it's just these artifacts just keep popping up again and again and again, and I would just love to get down into the Smithsonian sometime and find out, what's hidden in there, and then in the Vatican also, and the catacombs down there, and see what they've got. And it'd be nice to have all this released, so we can all figure out what really happened in our ancient history.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting,
wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. But the problem would be that many of the old writings we would not be able to translate by ourselves. That would be the only problem. We couldn't read them. But nice I think there are also some artifacts.
Yeah. It would be great to be given a chance to do it and not have it all, suppressed and locked away.
Oh yeah.
Well, unfortunately, we're out of time. It's just been an awesome interview with you, and I love your research, and I'm going to stay up on it. And is there any way people can contact you if they want to find out more about your work?
Yes, I have a website. It's called www.unsolved-mysteries.info. And we did 2000 and 2001, we did documentation about the Ica stones and the pyramid with the eye and these strange artifacts, and in Colombia. And we did a DVD, and Jordan Maxwell on his website, he is distributing this DVD in the United States. If one of your listeners is interested in seeing and looking at the explanation and the pieces, would be great if they could check it on the DVD.
Great. Yeah, we know Jordan, and we'll send something, put a link up or something so they can get the DVD.
That would be great. That would be helpful, because you can imagine that researching all these things and traveling all over, it's not that cheap. And for any help, I would really highly appreciate. All
righty. Well, I can't thank you enough for coming on the show. It's been a very eye-opening experience here, and we'll have to do it again soon.
I would appreciate. There's a lot more, James.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do part 2 soon.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, we're out of time, so we're signing off. This is James Gunn with World Puja. Have a great day, and watch the skies and check out some of these latest artifacts that are popping up all over. They seem to be connected. Anyway, have a great day.
Thank you. Goodbye.